hit on it a couple times, but it's the second apron. It's the new CBA and all the restrictions that are in place. Um, I understand that there's a power imbalance, so the owners have like if the players aren't willing to strike, then the owners have kind of like a lot of downward pressure that they can apply to kind of push through what they want. But this is a really so far maybe there are intended and unintended consequences of the CBA that I'm just not seeing at this point, but it seems like a bad deal. It seemed like people are saying, well, they've kind of pushed the floor up, but it's like I think there was like maybe there definitely wasn't like a regular thing where teams weren't hitting the salary floor to begin with. Mm-hmm. And even if they carried it on into the season, like they still eventually used that salary cap money. So like I don't think that that's really a concession that the owners made, but like they definitely have now in all but name instituted a hard cap. And like you see very hard decisions being made by the teams that have spent more freely over the years, having to rein things in. It's like,
I mean, it's not the old luxury tax used to kill the small market teams, and teams like the Clippers used to benefit from
the Bucks had the third highest tax bill last year. Like I don't want to hear small market anything. Like teams are making tons of fucking money, and it's like these are already billionaires that aren't buying in the league. Like it's not like you're buying an NBA team as a money making endeavor. Like clearly you don't want to like lose money, but like this is a vanity project for 95% of the league's owners. Like I don't want to hear about how like, and if you don't want to spend the money to compete, you can be the fucking Bulls and just be a team that prints money by running out a mediocre product every year. It really does, like they've reined in like the top spenders because like they wanted to placate the broke ass owners that don't want to spend money.
I mean,
like, I'm never gonna.
No, I was going to say, I think to Tim's point too about the certain teams, there were certain teams historically that have always just said, forget what you're talking about with that luxury tax. Because we don't really care. We're going to pay it. And to Eric's point about the Bucks, I think it became a thing after a while where if you have a good team and you're going to if you have the owners who can put money behind it, market don't matter. But there have historically been certain teams like the Clippers, the Warriors who have said, we don't really care. We're going to pay it anyways. And then you have a team now with this new apron, like the Celtics, who are like, we still don't care. And here's the thing with the second apron. It doesn't necessarily handicap you from re-signing your own players. It handicaps you from adding to your roster with whatever talent you already have, which is why, like, for the Bucks, you're in a hard spot because you have 3 top-heavy contracts and you know you have some holes to plug, but you don't have the resources to do that. Meanwhile, the Celtics, they're like, we like our team. We don't care to add anybody new as it is. We got some draft picks. That's cool. So, hey, Derek White, here go your money. Hey, Jason Tatum, here go your money. After we just paid Jaylen Brown and Drew Holiday.
And Porzingis.
Porzingis only got like 2 years left, I think, but still. For them, it's like, we don't really care. And that's probably also part of why the owner said, we're going to sell this team. We want a championship.
That shit.
Yeah, right. That's the thing that's kind of like alerting me to like my antenna is raised because like you have Mark Lazary who was part of negotiating the new CBA. Like pretty much as soon as that was done, he was like, I'm out. Mark Cuban, who has been one of the most forward-thinking owners that we've had in NBA history, was like, I'm out. Wick Grossbeck and like that ownership in Boston have again been like part of like more of the forefront of like analytics of really modern NBA organizations, and they're like, I'm out. We won a title. I'm out. Like it's becoming more of a trend, and I'm like, one, I don't like the people that are buying in. You have Jimmy Haslam, you have the Adelsons. Like, I'm afraid of what's about to buy Boston. It's like there's a change coming to the makeup of NBA ownership. There's something that the more I don't know how I really want to phrase it, but like the smarter ownership groups seem to be afraid of something that's coming, or they're just saying like this is the peak. This is the time to cash in, which means that there's some type of fall coming. Like I don't know if it's a bubble. I don't know if it's like the next TV deal after this one is going to be like the issue. I don't know if they see tanking popularity coming soon. There's something that people in the know are fleeing from that's concerning to me. And maybe it is like these new rules that they've instituted to kind of like, there's no way to really build or sustain success in the ways that you were able to before, where you could just be like, okay, we got a winner. All we got to do is spend more money to kind of keep it together and keep this rolling. It's like Denver has basically like dismantling a championship team from a year ago. The Bucks are in a bad situation. The Warriors just have to get rid of everybody.
He ain't
Lakers
done
got to themselves. Like, I'm just running through like the last couple champions that we've had, and it's like they can't keep their team together because it's too expensive, or because they're old and can't replace the players that they need to, because like they're over the taxing or over the second apron and can't really do anything.
I think it's a good place to end it. Triple T in the comments said Eric preaching #conspiracy brother. And then Tim also added in the fact that the NBA is getting more involved with the 2K League, and there's an 18-month hiatus happening to restructure it. A lot of moving parts. The NBA 2K League thing has been really interesting to me. Just the noise around it, what they're proposing to do in the next iteration with more celebrity and more just being on with personality types and everything like that. It seems like a lot, but we'll talk more about that as more news comes out for the league.